Alright, sorry about that guys on stream, but we are back with more Dangan Ronpa. We are about to head into the class trial again, and this is my second attempt at recording the intro. I only I don't know how long it was, but it was pretty much like 30 seconds probably that you missed. It was just me doing the intro and I noticed my shit wasn't recording, so the last episode had to be pulled from Twitch. So here we are again, about to start up and resume the class trial. So here we go. Fuck.
Ciao.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma
What, did it
bottle?
fast forward?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
She didn't kill her. Maybe she did. So if the second shot from Toko is what killed Sakura, then the problem is, where did Sakura die? It was... Alright, let's go through our evidence. Status of Sakura's body,
and all
yellow
of a sudden,
powder.
Sakura was right there in front of me! I remember
Status of
waking
Sakura's
up right
body.
in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
In front of the shelf? Is that why all that blood was there? That would make sense. But I mean, then again, her body was on the couch though. Her body was on the fucking couch.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there.
Alright, so I guess that's what we do. The status of Sakura's body
You were
should
taken
be
by
pressed
surprise when you saw Ogre
at the bottom. Or her last statement.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
My god. I got gypped! I got robbed again, dude. I'm getting robbed.
And all of a sudden, Sakura...
You were taken by surprise, so you smashed her head in.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Let's go. Let's go, buddy.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves that she was attacked in front of the magazine shelf was... in front of the magazine shelf. No, not that. Not that. The blood stain. Where is it? I remember we had like evidence that there was a blood stain like next to the magazine shelf. Wait, did I just pass it? Yeah, here we go.
I got it!
Here we go.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Huh?
Hey, come on now. Look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
True.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
God, dude, this is a crazy case.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
No, but when you found her, she was in her room, right?
So she just hid in there? Till everyone showed up
No,
and
the
opened
door was already open. The locker door was already
And
open.
while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Lockers, because I was in the locker. I saw it for myself. The locker was too small. I saw it for myself.
I got it!
I was in the locker.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room,
Instant game
Vita
over.
and I both got a look inside.
Instant game over right there.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then. Where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? The protein! The chemicals! The blood! If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... Come on, man! Yellow powder, Monokuma's file for Hina's account. Let's do this.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
The shot, there was 2 hits. There was 2 hits. What are you saying? There's one place I might have found a clue. It would have to be written in there.
What was it that...
The Monokuma file number 4. Yeah, we have to show the that the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. So we have to prove that to, I guess, Hina.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was
Whoa,
it?
look at the time limit they got on here. It's only
There's
4
no
minutes.
Other possible cause.
That's why I'm getting
What
2
killed
seconds.
Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No, that is wrong.
That's wrong.
Cause I'm Bryce, baby. Everything I say is right. Everything you say is wrong. Just about.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Poison!
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
Poison!
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
I never considered the fact that she could have been poisoned. Holy shit! Even though we went to the chem lab and found all this spilled shit and chemicals in the protein. Oh my god! I couldn't have possibly fucking Oh my god! I could just. Wow! That just blew my mind, Byakuya.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
She was poisoned? It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
C9.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections.
A, B, and C.
A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in
Reagents.
C, a variety of lethal
So
chemicals.
that's how you say reagents. Reagents.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Yep, section C. Bought with section 7 money. The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it from. Section A, son.
I got it!
I got it!
The poison was actually in Section A.
Yep, I remember that, clearly.
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. Yo! Getting turned up on this C9! Getting turned up on C9! That's the hottest craze! We gonna drink some C9 up in this bitch! But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever because he knew it was protein.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Yoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out the bit of the contents with one finger. Yeah, it's the yellow powder that was on the floor, I think. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Yeah, Sakura had protein powder on her foot. So wouldn't she have known that maybe if she did go to the damn chem lab for the protein and shit, and if she was really the one that stepped in that damn powder that was on the floor, she would have known that maybe the protein could have been switched out. So what the hell is that about?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean the poison must have been in, could it be? Oh, protein! The protein drink! The protein drink! The protein drink! Protein drink! Yup! The protein! The protein! How you spell protein? P-R-O-T... Fuck! Protein. I think it's E, right? Fuck. Yep. And then we need an N. Come on, N word. We need an N. We need an N. We need an N. Can we speed this up? Protein drink. Got that protein drink on deck. We need an I now. Got that grape stuff. Now we need an N. Boom. Got that good
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Makes sense.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Somebody got the scene. A protein drink. A Monokuma bottle. Protein drink.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
That could have easily killed Hina then.
You know?
Cause she was into protein
I
stuff
remember
too.
Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains.
For all kinds of aches and pain.
So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Really? was the person, whoever footprints, the footprints, radio survey. Get that shit out of here. Stop calling! Alright, the evidence that shows who switched them, it has to be in front of the shelf, the footprints.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
But it doesn't show any freaking footprints for C. Where the poison would have been.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
Oh, he got interrupted.
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
What?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then, Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
What?
Just as I suspected.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
She just said that too casually.
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Me? That's why he asked me. Makoto and Leon. Makoto and Hina. Makoto and Byakuya. Makoto and Hina.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Dude, I thought you just liked my Jordans. I thought you was enjoying the looks of my Jordans, the new Jordans that got released some time ago. These footprints must be. Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for you.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I don't think she knew about the poison though.
I can't believe it.
Could she?
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
I don't believe it.
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Look at this fucking bear. But oh my! Looking ass bear. Look at Monokuma. I want to punch the shit out of it. I want to punch the stuffing out of that bear.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
What about the fucking...
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it.
Hold it indeed.
I'm not convinced.
Exactly.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
I don't think she knew about the poison being switched.
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked
Locked
room
room,
problem?
yeah.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
That locked room.
Well,
Yes. I don't think she's that. I ain't trying to be an asshole, but I don't think you're that smart to be able to do that shit.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
Right.
It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Yo, Byakuya, you be quick to death, man. If you was the main character, you be dead. You be dead. Let me handle this, Byakuya.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Before we all get killed because of Byakuya's intuition, let us question Hina.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
When she had... Well, in Section C, there was no footprints.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
There was no footprints near Section C.
That story you just told.
It's bullshit, Hina.
First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. I already got it. I got your back, Makoto. I got your back, bruh. Footprints in the powder is probably what we want to use here.
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Okay.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A.
Okay. I think that's what we have to
where I
hit.
switched the powders.
So we'll wait until we see everything
Once I
else.
was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Byakuya, unless you want to die, shut up. In the chem lab, where were the footprints and what direction were they facing? Those facts clearly contradict what Hina just told us. Hold it! She
First,
did
I
a
went
Phoenix
to
right
section
hold
C.
it like a
That's
couple
where I
minutes
grabbed the
ago.
poison, and he spilled some of the powder up there. And I grabbed the bottle. Okay. And then I moved from section
Here we
C
go.
to-
Boom! Shakalaka!
What's wrong?
Hina, you gotta tell the truth. Tell the truth, Hina.
You said you went to get the poison from section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
On top of that, we had found some of that yellow powder on Sakura's foot.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
That's something else we have to keep in mind. I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left the footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
well, you see...
Spinning, 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 spinning. Hey Mono, spinning, spinning, spinning. Hey Monokuma, spinning, spinning, spinning.
What the hell? What's going on here?
Yo, you see that? Every time he thinks he figures something out, he starts to freak out when new information comes up.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
When he's not in control.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
What? New evidence?
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
The protein drink.
Did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Find out on the next episode of Dangan Ronpa. Oh, cliffhanger. You gotta love him.